What's up, everybody? My name is Scott Waters. Welcome to Life to Metal. It's time for another rock metal update.
Honey, it is not time for that.
Oh, that's right. It's time for another edition of The Mail.
Not that either.
Is it time for another edition of a top 20 list?
No.
Oh, that's right. We're on channel 33 RPM.
I love that intro that Scott did. Hey guys, Frank here, and welcome to the world season premiere of my new series called Friday Night Vinyl, only here on channel 33 RPM. I'm going to try to do one or two of these a month, and this series is going to be all about recent pickups, recommendations, and special guests like Scott today. My Sunday show will remain the same. I will do those every single Sunday, as I always say. For those of you not familiar with Scott, he's got a great YouTube channel where he shows a lot of awesome hard rock and heavy metal stuff. He's also the man behind NoLifeTillMetal.com, which is a great resource for all things metal. Plus, last but definitely not least, Scott is the singer of heavy metal band Ultimatum. More from him coming up, but first a couple quick shout outs. I want to say thank you to TJ Brown R and TMH. Both of those guys recently bought channel 33 RPM t-shirts. I really appreciate the support, guys. But enough of that, let's get on with today's episode. I asked Scott to respond to 3 questions. First, worst, and last. First records he ever bought, worst or most disappointing, plus I asked him to show us some of his recent pickups. Over to you, Scott.
What's up, everybody, and what's up, Frank? Thank you for having me on channel 33 RPM. Frank asked me 3 questions, so I'm going to just go ahead and get right into those. First one being, what is the first records that you ever purchased? And the very first record I ever purchased, I still have it. Purchased it with my own money when I was just a little kid. That is Disney's Mainstream Electrical Parade, and it is a 7-inch single picture disc, and I still have it, obviously. Of course, it is not in the best condition. I've had it since I was a little kid, but I still have it. But the very first rock records that I ever purchased, when I was a kid in grade school, I'm talking, a little kid, I had a neighbor that used to blast music down the street, and he used to play, stuff like The Who and Black Sabbath and stuff like that. But the one that really hit me and the one that really pulled me in and made me I want to buy that record, it was Aerosmith, Toys in the Attic. When I heard Sweet Emotion and Walk This Way, those songs are just so heavy for 1975 when this came out. And it was about 76 or so when I heard this stuff. And like I said, this is just one of my favorite records of all time. Definitely one of my favorite bands of all time. Although not necessarily my favorite Aerosmith record. That distinction would go to Rocks, which came out the very next year, 1976. But still, a great album. The others that I remember purchasing back around that same time would be Thin Lizzy, Live and Dangerous, as well as one that I was just fanatical about, and I'm still fanatical about. This is Kiss, Rock and Roll Over. And this is actually the first record I purchased. This is not the actual copy, but it is one of the first albums I purchased with my own money back in the 70s. And then this one here, which got me into a bit of trouble in school. This is Ted Nugent, Double Live Gonzo. When I was in middle school, we had a music appreciation class. And as part of that class, we were able to bring in records to play. I can't remember what day it was on, but once a week, basically. And on my day, I brought in Double Live Gonzo. Not the best record to bring into school. Ted's mouth will get not only him into trouble, but got me into some trouble as well. This guitar right here is guaranteed to blow the balls. Charging around at 60 paces, it is. Next question was an album that was very disappointing. And that's a really easy one, because I just recently, in the last couple of years, picked this album up. I mentioned that Aerosmith is one of my favorite bands. They're still one of my favorite bands. This is Music from Another Dimension. And this album was a huge disappointment for me. Now, I like all eras of Aerosmith. I like the 70s, the heavy hard rock and stuff. I like the poppier stuff they went into starting in the mid-80s up and through Pump. And then into the 90s through Get a Grip and all the way up. I just think I like everything about those albums. Of course, there's some songs that are overplayed and there's some that are a little too poppy and maybe a ballad or two too many, but I still liked those albums. With this one here, I played it over and over again. I was determined that I must like this record because this is Aerosmith. And you can't not like an album by your favorite band, but this album is a dog. Last question. Some of the most recent pickups. Well, the last 3 albums that I've received all came in the mail. I didn't purchase any of these at stores, but going right along with the whole theme of Aerosmith, we've got Aerosmith, a brand new song and dance. This is a bootleg out on Back on Black Records. Double album from the Done With Mirrors tour, which is a tour I did see. I saw it at the Spectrum in Philadelphia. And this album has like 5 songs from the Done With Mirrors album, which to me is a very underrated gem. And then on Rox Records, this just came out and came in the mail just the other day. This is Recon, Behind Enemy Lines. Fantastic, heavy power metal, U.S. power metal, not the flowery European style power metal. I'm talking like right along the lines of early Queensryche, even like Hellstar, soaring high vocals and everything you'd want, headbanging riffs, very, very good stuff. And then also in the same package as that one, I received one that's very, very exciting to me, part of the Rox Records Underground series. This is my own band. This is Ultimatum, Into the Pit. And I'm not showing this as a way to self-promote. This honestly is a record that just came in the mail in the last couple days. This is on a marbleized red and clear vinyl, which unfortunately makes it look a little bit pink. But if you hold this up to a light, you can see very clear that it's got this red streaking all the way through it on a clear vinyl. So it's very translucent, very, very cool, very different. I've never seen another record that looks quite like this one. This album came with a poster and a postcard and is in special packaging, unlike most of the releases on Rox. This comes in a J card, which I will pull out and show you because it's very unique. Yeah, if I can get it out of the package. There we go. So here you go. It's just a simple J card, and it opens up like this. The album is in the black sleeve. The black sleeve sits inside of here. And then the poster and the postcard were sitting down inside here as well. Mine is number 2 of 150 that were released. Again, these are almost sold out, but Rox has, I think, last I heard, 10 copies left on their website. So that's it.
Thank you, Scott. Remember to check out Scott Waters' YouTube channel. I will leave a link to that and his other sites below this video. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought of this new Friday Night Vinyl series in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. Remember, if you enjoyed this episode, leave a quick like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, click that subscribe button so you never miss another episode again. I'll see you all again in a couple of days. Until then, keep on spinning.
God bless. Stay strong.